Alright, so you've completed your stock, you've picked all your stocks, you completed the stock worksheet, and from now on, every day for the rest of this unit and the rest of this quarter, you're going to be working on that stock worksheet. So every day you're going to fill out that information, but we're ready to start our next step, the next project, and that is going to be our company budget. So go ahead and open up your student workbook. And your student workbook, page 133. All right, you're going to open up your workbook to page 133. And once you get here, this is one that I'm going to want you to actually follow step by step. I've shown you some videos of me doing everything, kind of walking you through, but this time I really want you to use the information you've learned, all the skills you've learned on how to put in formulas, how to change information, and you are going to do that for this assignment. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to open the template named Budget Template. We would find that under BoxSync folder, CEO Challenge, Student Templates. We're under Unit 3 and Budget Template. Once we open up our budget template, we are going to make sure we're on sheet 2. It should automatically open there, but if you're open on sheet 1, make sure you click sheet 2 right here. And then now we are going to go back and forth and make sure we're following step by step. So the next step is to save and rename our budget in the student folder. So make sure you're clicked on the Excel, go to File, Save As, and we are going to go to BoxSync folder, CEO Challenge, Student Work, your number and your name, and you are going to change it to your number, your name, and then budget. And then go ahead and click Save. Once you've got that done, we're going to go to the next step. Make sure we're on sheet 2. We're going to rename sheet 2 to Sales Worksheet. So we're going to click on sheet 2. You're going to hit Control click, rename Sales Worksheet, and then go ahead and click off. Now this is, instead of saying sheet 2, it says Sales Worksheet. It'll make it very easy. Every so often you should be hitting save. And let's go ahead and look at our next one. Insert header with your name. So to insert a header, we're going to go to View. We're going to go to Header and Footer. And we're going to make sure header and footer is selected here. We are going to make sure that it says Worksheet, Sales Worksheet. And then we are going to insert the header. So once you've got it saying Sales Worksheet, you're going to click on the header, and we are going to go ahead and put it on the left section. So we're going to put our name. And you're going to notice that after you hit OK, and then OK again, you're not going to see your name here. It's going to look like you haven't done anything, but if you go to File, Print, and don't actually print, just look, you'll see that the header's there. So when you print this out, if you were to print it, your header will be there. Now we're going to go back and do the next thing. We're going to format columns D through H to dollars. So we are going to go to D all the way to H, and we're going to change this to dollars. So we're going to go to right click, Format Cells. So you're going to highlight all of them, make the big box, everything from D to H in here. So we're going from D to H and everything that's empty. We don't want to go too far down. We're going to right click and we are going to go to Format Cells. Once we have Format Cells, we need to pick what kind of category for the numbers. Now, dollars are considered currency, so we'll click on currency. And let's see if there's a better... We'll use the currency symbol of the dollar sign. And this is good. So if it's, we'll select we'll select red for negative. You can actually choose if you want to have, if you're negative, do you want it to be black with a negative sign, or do you want it to be red with no negative sign? I'll go ahead and do red just so that it stands out a little bit. And now all of those cells are formatted. So let's go and see the next thing. We're going to format column I to %. So we're going to highlight everything here. We're going to right click. We're going to go to Format Cells. And we are going to make sure that it's a percentage. We'll go 2 decimals, that should be fine. We're going to look at the next one. In column A, type several major revenue categories from your company. So category items. Let's consider if you're selling, these are going to be different things you're selling. So if you're selling a sports store, you might have basketballs, clothes, you might have shoes, maybe you have baseball bats, and you're going to put the number of things here. So depending on what kind of company you are, if you're a service, you might have different types of clothes. If all you're doing is selling clothes, you might have shorts, pants, shirts, dresses. If all you do is sell shoes, you might have shoes and socks and different types of shoes, running shoes, basketball shoes. So you want to have a few of these as you can. I'm just going to go ahead and put a few of them there. And then in cell B12, the number of days our business will be open. So if we're open all the time, it's going to be 365. Are you closed on weekends? Are you closed for holidays? So I'm just going to go ahead and put 365 for mine. We'll say I'm open every day, but maybe it's less. Maybe you're only open 360 days a year. Then we're going to look at column B and type the number of units of each category you would like to sell each day. So, actually, let's look here. In B12. So I wasn't paying attention. So 365 needs to go here. And then here we're going to put the number that we'd like to sell each day. So if you're selling basketballs, maybe you hope to sell 5 a day, maybe 10 clothes items a day, maybe 7 shoes a day, and maybe 8 baseball bats. And you're going to use your own numbers here for the things you think you would sell. Then we're going to click on the next. In cell C4, we're going to insert this formula right here. So remember, it's equal the cell B4 times B12. So we'll go this. We've got to make sure we're in C4 is equal to B4 times, so we're going to make sure we hit that symbol, which is Shift 8, this. And that'll give us the total number we're going to sell. Now once you have the formula set, all you have to do is click over the little symbol right here, drag it down, and that will put in for all of them. Actually, let's go ahead and it's not going to let us do that for this one. We need to change this B13 to B12. And that'll, oh. There we go. And then we'll click this, change the B14 to B12, because this is what it's multiplying. And then same here. You can just go ahead and you can go ahead and make the formula each time for each of these, or you can do it all at one time. The next thing we are going to do, we are going to use the fill handle to drag down the formula. I tried that. For whatever reason, mine didn't want to work. In column D, you're going to type the average sales price for each category and item. So let's say that the average basketball is $35. And you're going to pick a number here for each different item. So I might say the average clothes item is 56, shoes are 75, and baseball bats are 200. Now these numbers are going to be different based off of your items. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to see in column F, you're going to type the average cost for each category, the average cost of making the item. Now this is what each item costs. So you might be selling a basketball for $35, but maybe it costs you $15. This is what you buy it for, and this is what you sell it for. Clothes, it might be $20. Shoes might be $45, and baseball bats might be $75. You need to think of what it would probably cost you. Now the next thing we are going to do is in E4 we're going to insert this formula right here, C4 times D4. This is equal to this times this. And we'll go ahead and hit enter. And we're going to go ahead and drag this down all the way. And now we have the total number of cells that we would make each year from these items. Now, we are going to look at cell E4. We're going to insert C4 times D4. Oh, we just completed that one. So next we're going to go to use the fill handle, drag down. We just did that. Then we're going to in G4, C4 times F4. So G4 is equal to C4 times F4. This is how much it costs you to make those items. Then for your total profit, we're going to insert E4 minus G4. So this is equal to E4 minus G4. Hit enter, and then we're going to go ahead and pull this all the way down. And then we're almost done with this first part, and we are going to, for I4, insert the formula H4 divided by E4. So this is equal to H4, and then we're going to use the divided sign, which is a slash, right next to or right underneath the question mark, and then it's going to be divided by the total sales. Hit enter, and it tells you what your percentage of profit is. So this is the total sales, this is the total cost, this is your total profit, and this is how much percentage of profit you make. This is the first section. We'll go ahead and pause here for now, and we'll pick up the next part of this after we finish this unit.